The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy the show.
What up, my guy?
What up, though?
Man, chilling.
That's what's up, man. It's so good to be back on another Monday, as always. What you looking for? What's going on?
I'm looking for our sister, but she's not well today. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, we're missing the screen. I'm like, wait a minute.
So it's just me and you today, huh?
Yep. Big shout out to Lady D. She's a little under the weather, but hearts and love goes out to the homie. So
yep.
She'll be back next
and
week.
Everything we know.
No doubt.
She'll definitely be better, and we'll be even stronger.
No doubt.
Yep. So, how was your weekend?
It's good.
That's what's up. I know we gotta do the the housework first, but I just want to make sure you straight.
Oh man, a little sleep deprived, but it was so worth it. And we'll talk about that in the show. Yeah, it was some amazing stuff happening this weekend, dog.
Right,
big shouts. I'm talking about monumental dopeness. So
that's what's up. Y'all already know. Welcome to the Ops. I am one Mike.
I'm RG.
And we bringing you nothing but fire on a Monday, as always. But with that,
absolutely,
this is being brought to you by the United Front. Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell another friend to get down with one of the livest podcasts that's going down on a Monday. With that being said, RG, what we got for him today?
Oh man, we got shooting guards.
You don't know
the NBA playoffs.
Yes,
and 100 man versus a gorilla. Because we talked about this on Running with Scissors, but we never talked about it me and Mike style.
Oh Lord,
yeah. So definitely want to.
We're gonna add a lot more pop culture to this episode, I see.
Absolutely. And tonight's topic, okay. You know what happens when you do a bunch of things in advance and you realize that you didn't put the title everywhere but in the banner? That's so good. Yeah. And this is how we talk and we act like we're searching for time to fix the stuff that we should have already had.
Don't worry about it, man. You know our family rolls with us.
No doubt. Now that it's fixed, tonight's topic. Ta-da! Episode 41. Sports are on. Do you watch alone or with your partner?
I think that might open your eyes to a few things, and realize that I think it's fun. I was about to say funner. I think it's more fun to watch. Yes, it's funner watching with your people.
Funner.
Yes, funner. We need a bell. Bing.
Oh man,
today's word.
Funner.
Yeah, like that. It'd be like Pee-wee's Playhouse kind of thing. Pause. By the way, but
hey man. Bring some hand sanitizer to Pee-wee's Playhouse. Hey,
don't act like you didn't watch it.
I did watch it until it was off the air. If you know, you know.
Oh man! Shout out to Kim. She said alone. You prefer to watch it alone. So we gonna find out why in the combos.
Right. So, sir, how
Yes.
was your weekend?
Man, my weekend was well. I had a good time. Shout out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah,
I guess
happy belated Mother's Day.
I was just about to say. I guess we, our show comes on Monday, so we don't get to. We could say it the week before, and if we did, we want to say it again.
Yep, happy belated Mother's Day. Without mothers, we will be nothing. I know your mom is super active in your life, and I can't live without my mom. So just big shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for everything you've given us and for the people you've helped make us tend to be. Yeah. I think I'm probably a decent person because of my mom's. I'm not sure if I would have did it on my own. That's just thinking in the buck.
I think I could vouch for that. With that, shout out to Precious and Aya. Thank you all so much for your continued support. And with that, pretty much, man, like I said, I played basketball as usual, and
all right,
did some lawn work and little adulting as far as trying to pay bills and stay afloat.
Oh boy.
Right. How about your weekend?
Well, outside of the sadness of paying bills, because I too had to pay bills, sir.
That's my petty bill.
Sir, I think that's everybody's petty bill, to be totally honest.
I know, right? Precious is in the building.
I had the honor and the privilege of being invited to my young cousin's graduation.
Okay.
And I drove 400 miles to witness greatness. So first of all, big shout out to Dr. Myron.
I'm sorry, you didn't even get to finish his name.
That's okay. Dr. Myron, I'll say it one more time for the people in the back. Big shout out to my little cousin, Dr. Myron Sailors. I got to watch his graduation. I got to kick it with his mom, who's also a doctor. So big shout out to my big cuz. So love y'all. And I got to meet some new cousins that I was blessed to have. So man, it was a great weekend all together.
Called the family reunion.
Hey, it was technically yes and technically no. It was like a family re-meeting. I'll call it that.
Okay, that worked.
Because I got to kick with a lot of cats that I've never met before, and it was like all love. Like I walked in there, and everybody was cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Other than that, driving was awesome until it wasn't.
Oh, what happened?
I ran into mountains, hills, and potential death. But we'll talk about that later because that's part of my pettyville is like Kentucky hills at night with rain. That's totally my pettyville.
Okay, the only thing so my first and only 9-hour drive. I don't know how long it took you, but it took me 9 hours to drive to Tennessee. But I believe I was going to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me 9 hours and it rained heavy. And I remember driving in that storm. It was crazy. It's a different type of rain.
Yes. Because it's like you hit it with the wiper and it don't go nowhere.
No, I think it's raining pretty heavy, if you will. I couldn't think of it. There was so many different ways to say that. I just wanted to make sure that I said it correctly.
Yes. I'm with you. I like how you just caught yourself. You're like, wait a minute, I'm gonna give us a little pause.
Yeah. Let me think about it before, Yeah. Kim said, happy belated Mother's Day to Precious and Lady
my
D.
bad. I'll go back.
One more.
Miss Precious said, congratulations to young Myron, Dr. Myron. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Put some respect on that man's name.
Yeah. Make sure we give him all the respect. Because it took all the time and effort to get to where he at.
No doubt. Hey, man, I couldn't remember what I had for breakfast. This man got a whole degree. He like a real doctor.
Right.
I can't remember what I had for breakfast. So.
Happy Mother's Day to you too, Kim.
Hell yeah. Lady D in the building, recouping, recovering. We'll catch you next week, sis. So we got you.
Holding down the fort. So I see she's going to be a big part in the chats today.
Indeed.
Love it. Joanne says, what up?
What up?
And Precious is replying. She says, thank you, Kim. Same to you. Happy Mother's Day.
Yep. All the love. This is what we need up in this, folks.
Lady D says, at Kim, thank you and happy belated Mother's Day.
And Lady D, congratulations to the new doctor. Yep. Someone that look like that understand us is always a plus, sir. Always a plus.
We need more doctors that look like us.
Mm-hmm. Good ones too, by the way.
It
helps to be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you could be like, which doctor, Dr. Jack Kevorkian. We don't need those. We need the real doctors. That
I don't know if you heard, they got these new pods that they then created.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna send you some information on it. I don't think it's in this country, but
of course not.
Yeah, you can pay to just go ahead and eat yourself right on up out of here.
No way.
Yeah. All it does, it's a capsule and it just fills up with gas, I guess, and you just go to sleep.
You know what? There's one guy who did that, and we don't talk about him, so I feel like we're going down a really dark path. We don't talk about that guy.
Well, I don't want to go there, but I'm just saying.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm just saying the last person who dealt with gas was never a good idea. Stop it right now, just so you know.
Man.
Duh.
All right.
So what do you want to talk about first, sir? We got pop culture, we got a little bit of sports, we got Pettyville and a little bit of music. What you want to start with, brother?
All right, let's start with a little bit of let's do sports, knock that out.
All right. And you're all sports because I didn't watch a doggone thing. So
no, we really just talking about today's sports.
All right.
You know what's going on today. That's pretty much it.
Bet it up. Let's run that. Okay. I forget those bumpers are longer, so when I click away from stuff, I'm like, oh wait, where'd it go?
It's all good. Go ahead.
We got a comment from Kel.
Let's read that.
The Mountain in the Rain. If you listen carefully, you can hear the raindrops saying, yeah, fuck what you talking about about your wipers. Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Talk about a bully.
Yes. Rain and rubber wipers are never your friends in pitch dark. Sorry.
Man, I can imagine. Because like I said, I was in daylight and it was raining strong. It was just about to turn. It was like the dust around dusk, you know. So but the drive was a straight shot, I guess. It was. How long was your drive?
About 8 hours.
Okay.
I would say 8.5 because we did stop, eat food, stuff like that. But yeah, we was cooking.
You made good time. Mine, like I said, was about 9 hours. We stopped. It was 4 of us in the car, so the stop maybe was a little bit longer. I don't know how many people you had with you.
Oh, actually, oddly enough, it was me and Kiki. Yup. The lady that's always telling me to throwing pies at me. Yeah, that's actually one of my.
Oh, that had to be an interesting ride.
Actually, that's kind of one of my favorite travel buddies.
I know.
Yeah, we kick it, so it's pretty fun.
That's what's up. Don't forget. Lady D's left another message. She's saying, "Don't forget the sheer drop off the side of the mountain."
Oh, absolutely. My Pettyville's gonna talk about all that because I was like, man. So for those who know, I had to change the playlist on this one because I refuse to crash listening to like Al Green. It's a long story.
All right.
Yes.
Well, let's move
for
on
those
as fast as we can.
Yeah.
So first things first, y'all know the playoffs is going on, and we in game 3. Actually game 4, my fault. Boston and New York. Right now, Boston's up by 11, and we're in the second quarter. Knicks lead that series 2-1. So if Boston wants to win this series, I think they have to win tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we got Minnesota at Golden State. Y'all know that Steph Curry is not playing. He's been hurt, pulled hamstring. And that series is 2-1. Timberwolves leads that series.
Yeah, if Curry don't get back, they're done because Ant-Man ain't no joke, by the way.
I think go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying I see him differently. The Olympics sounds like he's good, but I'm like, oh, he ain't playing with these kids. Okay, got it. Respect the Ant-Man. I'm sorry. I should have put more respect on your name. My bad, dog.
I definitely respect Ant-Man. But I think Jimmy Butler gonna give them a game today. I think Golden State wins. Small margin, but I think they get the victory. With Boston,
I need underdog Mike. Are you getting money off of these guys?
no, I kind of flip flop. I know we talked off air, and I said that Boston is going home,
Yes.
and I changed my mind before Game 3 because
All right.
I don't know if you saw the score of Game 3, but it was ugly.
I was kind of following it, but I was like, driving a little bit. But yeah, no, I followed it kind of
a little bit. So I'm going back to defending champions. Knock them out. You got to knock them out to win. So
got it. I respect it.
I think with Boston, if Boston wins tonight, I think it's a wrap for the Knicks.
You say they good luck has ran out. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, but you never know. But I know when I talked to you on the phone, it was pretty harsh. It was, Boston done, fam. It's a wrap. No. I don't think so as much. Just a couple notes and then we can move on.
All right, gotcha.
Giannis just let everybody know that he's open to leaving the Bucks. He didn't say like officially that he wants out. He just said, if there's any opportunities that they can look to move him, he'll take it. Kind of.
Right.
The draft lottery happened tonight. I didn't see the results because the show was starting. But
I know Cam Ward is they got the first pick is gonna be Cam Ward. I think it's Cam Ward.
No. You think of football?
What's Cam something? What's his name?
Oh man,
crap! I can't think of the kid's name. But anyway,
he played for Duke.
Yep.
Cooper Flag.
Thank you. I don't know why I said Cam Ward. I'm still football brain, right?
Yeah. So that's what's going on, right? Okay. So Dallas ended up with the first pick this year. So I think Dallas is gonna be good, but we'll talk about that. Right. And then I also wanted to talk about. Did you see Draymond's angry rant?
Which one? The one where he said he's not an angry black man?
Yes, that one.
Was it really an angry rant, or was he just like kind of saying, "Hey, I want to change the narrative because we're trying to win this series"? Because I feel like you say that when you feel like the refs might get on you and kind of run you out the paint.
Okay, so right after the game that he's talking, where he said that he got the angry black man agenda going on, he picked up a tech, and then he had to be held back. Now I've seen Draymond do worse, but wouldn't you say Draymond is kind of the culprit of his own doing?
Short answer, hell yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going.
Big shout out to Penny and that B74 watching on Instagram. Love y'all. Quick side note, Betty's show, Spotlight with that B happens this Thursday at 9:30. So make sure you tune in. It's gonna be dope.
Okay, looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just
no.
You Instagram side, some love to the homies.
Yes,
appreciate it.
No. We gotta show them all love. But I got your answer on that. So I'm pretty sure everybody else that seen it probably feels the same way because I was kind of confused, but it's all good.
Well, you know what? When you're winning, you can do a lot of stuff that people kind of, I won't say push to the side. And I learned this from watching that Gilbert Arenas documentary. So there's a lot of bad behavior that people let slide when you're winning. But when you stop winning, then all of a sudden, that's not a liability. I mean, that's not an actual asset. It's a liability. So that's what we're going to.
Yeah. And that's all I really got on the NBA front. All right. The NFL stays king. I'm just going to say this. You don't have to do no banner for it or anything like that. But it's funny how in May it gets people so happy, if you will, just to talk about the schedule that they haven't even released yet. But that's a big story too.
Right. So I got one small story. It's kind of somber, but you'll understand. Big rest in peace to the wrestler Sabu. For you guys, you may have not watched him on WWE because he was way too violent for WWE, but he is what they call the king of the death match. In other words, they take anything in there and they will hit you with it. This guy has been through everything from barbed wire to electric fence to explosives. And the fact that he lived to be 60 is a miracle because if you Google Sabu, there's nothing you won't see that will not involve blood and lots of violence. So big rest in peace to Sabu. He lived it until the end because literally he had his retirement match like 2 weeks ago. Literally 2 weeks ago. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still a legend, and you know we don't get a lot of these chair matches and stuff like that without Sabu paving the way and showing people what not to do. So
Yeah.
big shout out.
I just Googled him because, like I told you earlier, I was not familiar, but yeah, go ahead and Google that guy and watch a few of his matches and see exactly what RG is talking about.
Yeah, the fact that he made the 60, dude.
You said that's an accomplishment in itself.
That is an accomplishment. So shout out to the legend.
That's what's up,
sir. So we still got a little bit of music and pop culture. Where we going next, bro?
Let's talk about the music.
All right. That was abrupt.
Right. It just
So I had to. We'll go back a couple weeks. Couple weeks ago, we did have National Record Day. Wu-Tang came out with a limited album release. There was only 5,000 copies of their album made. I was lucky enough to get copy 4343. So I'm super dope, pumped about that. I like historical things like that because, you know, like if you're a fan, it's like a love letter when you can get a piece of memorabilia that's only yours, one of a kind. So that was super dope. I'm hyped about that. And before
you move on, I want to say something because it's amazing that you have. Okay, so you have a Wu-Tang album with it tells you the exact number that was printed, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Do you think all albums should come like that? Because the reason why I say that is because it's a piece of art. Yep. You get what I'm saying? That's fire.
Yes. 4343.
So
kind of no. You know why? Because it takes a lot of effort to do what they did, right? So you're talking about 5,000 different versions of an album cover in different colors, an exclusive poster, and all the records are all different colors in every aspect. Yeah. Okay. So that's what separates a regular album from a keepsake. Okay. Now, if they can do that for everybody's record, then everybody's record is awesome. But most people are not going to want to pay the price for such exclusive stuff, you know. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And, dude, all right. So I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying. So you telling me you gonna go out and buy like an exclusive copy of the Bone Thugs album on Record Day? I'll wait. I'm not.
No.
It's only certain artists that can make me like spend money for the level of you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get it.
And shout out to Bone Thugs. You're fine. You're a fine group. You're just not Wu-Tang. Sorry. I said it. Just what it is.
One of my favorite groups. Okay.
Not this though.
No. It wasn't this. Matter of fact, they was just here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I like Bone Thugs, but
there's a special. Yeah.
I
got you. No hate. It wasn't no hate.
Yeah. You know, I get accused of hating a lot, you know.
Oh man.
Kind of like by you when I be talking about your teams. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yes. I mean, you walk a fine line, sir. You walk a fine line.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, yeah. The number he made it special. Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It does. It does.
So what were we talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. So that was pretty dope. I've been listening to a lot of music. Big shout out to Lady D and a bunch of other people been sending me a lot of music. I discovered a rapper. Her name is Queen Hervey, and she had this really funny, kind of dope song called Pre-Roll that was just very symbolic of current events, and that was pretty dope. So shout out to Queen Hervey. Actually got a flow though, like legit flow. Like okay,
all right,
you know, and that's really rare for me to hear somebody's first work and be like, oh damn, you can rap. Mm-hmm. You know, it usually takes me a couple records.
That's all I was just about to ask you. Like, do it take a couple listens before you can really grasp what this artist or what they're talking about, the area, the pocket that they like to sit in, type of thing? It takes you a couple listens to catch.
Yeah, sometimes because you know some people have their own unique style, so sometimes you have to learn their style to realize where they're going with it. But I was able to catch this one and like, oh, okay, roll with it. So
yeah. Sometimes, you know, the cream of the crop, you know what I'm saying? Like they are that for a reason because, you know, you can catch it on the first listen. Not everybody gets that type of attention either. Because for me, like let's say you like Mike, you got to hear this rapper. His name is One Mike or whatever, right? Right. I listen to him, but I'm not in the mood to really receive it. Then you know what I'm saying, I'll have to come back to it later when I'm ready to look for new music. So timing is so important with that too.
No doubt. Yeah, I would say timing is one thing, but if you told you the people who truly have talent too, feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that just says a lot about the person and their art, that you can catch it and it resonates you with off the first listen. So
that's true.
I did get the luxury and the privilege to listen to the Will Smith album.
Yeah. Okay. On a scale of a royal grading system, what do you give it?
Are we talking very, very candidly, or are we just talking like regular?
We talking royalty truth. Royalty and look, royalty and the T stands for truth. We want the truth.
It's a strong, and for me, it's a strong 3. All right. A strong 3. I'm and it's not for what you think, right? So I call myself a hip hop historian, and I love to hear the people that really rap, right? Mm-hmm. So yes, my favorite. Yeah, I was trying to like mask my disappointment in this album. Yes, she caught me. Yep. Okay. This is why we're all label mates, because they know that I'm trying to like tread lightly and not say horrible things about a very decent person. So,
but you're entitled to your opinion.
Okay, so for me, Will Smith can rap. He's not a gimmick. He can rap. I've heard him say some fire stuff. He can put the bars together. His production's dope. He has one of the best DJs in the world, right?
Yeah.
So when I hear Will Smith make a statement about life, I feel like the rap should still be there. I feel like I shouldn't be listening to a Will Smith gospel album. And I'm not here for that. Because I want rap Will Smith, but with the message. And I feel like that's where he lost me at. You know, because
it lacked the lyrics, is what you're saying?
It was like listening to TD Jakes rap, right? I don't want to hear all this inspirational shit. Like, give me some hip hop. And I'm not sounding really mean as I say it, but I was disappointed in the simple fact that I feel like he could have did better and he could have applied his art in a better way.
Okay.
To actually, but he wasn't talking to me, so probably not. So.
Okay, Andre 3000 flute album or Will Smith?
You know what? This is gonna sound horrible. I would take the flute album. You know why? Because at least he did something different. He didn't try to take an old genre and then remix it into something that makes sense. Okay. Andre is very unique. So he just made a piano album. And and it wasn't bad at all, to be totally honest.
Okay.
Is it something I'm going to put in a ride and drive down the street? Probably not.
Okay.
But a quiet night. It's only 7 tracks, so you only got 20 minutes of listening. Anyway.
I was about to say, I think it's under 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't given that one a chance yet. Nor have I given the Will Smith a chance. Truth be told,
it's chill. It's a chill album.
I can see that. Your critique on rap or actually music, I respect it heavily, even though like we got different tastes as far as like. I know you're a huge Wu-Tang fan, but it's like I can take you some garbage that I like, and be like, Royal, listen to this. So you'll give it a listen, and then you'll be like, I see why you like this, Mike. It's crap, but I see why you like it.
You know me too well.
And the funny thing about it is, I know it's crap. That's why I share it with you to be like, sir, why is this so catchy? And then we usually have a great conversation off of that.
Oh yes, let's wait for AI heroes to make a TD Jakes rap track. Yes, that would be great.
It's coming, and
it could be produced by Diddy. If you know, you know.
Man, okay,
break time. Yeah, ooh, perfect time for this break.
Yeah, let's go ahead and break out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna let that joke breathe for a minute. Yeah, we'll be back in a second.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I said it out loud too. Break time. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. Big shout out to Joe's Skin So Soft, Detroit's Flat Boxing Company. Also to our label mates at Running with Scissors. Big shout out to the homies. They will be on tomorrow. Like I'm not on the show, but anyway. But yeah, big shout out to everyone, all of our sponsors. If you guys would love to advertise on our platform, you can simply send us an email at weareunited@myyahoo.com. We have very competitive rates, and we can get your programming and your information into many homes. We also have a really dope website with a resource page that's also available to the public and you. So
Right
hook us
down
up. We're ready for business.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Sorry. Was there
Sir.
anything else you want to leave on the table with that Will Smith album? Other than
Outside
you gave
the-
it a 3.
Outside of the whole album, I could leave
Yeah.
it on the table and never look at it again. But
I see what you put down. All right.
I'm so wrong with that. Oh boy. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
gonna be good.
Yes.
Can I give you out one recommendation though?
Yes.
All right, so if you're a Temptations fan, I need you guys to listen to the original album release of Papa Was Rolling Stone. It is the longest, dopest record you will hear so far in your natural life.
What
It's
made you
11.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I'll tell you, it's like a symphony of soul. It's because they always cut their songs for like 3 to 4 minutes for the radio, but when you hit a full cut, it is truly symphonic. So, especially with today's technology, you can hear all the instruments and stuff like that. One of the dopest instrumentals ever in everything.
That's amazing. I never knew it. So what is it? Is it a record, like one record with just that single, or it's an
No,
A
it's
to
there.
B song?
It's an album cut. The album cut is
Oh.
11 minutes long, and they cut it for the radio. But
Okay.
after you hear the song, you realize the Temptations was only on the song like about 30 seconds, and the rest
Okay.
was all instrumental.
Okay.
So-
all right. 11 minutes long, huh?
Yep, it's a super dope listen.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was because I was walking and I put it
Wow.
on. I was like, wow,
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of like that Andre thing where if you're vibing, that is a great record to vibe to, low key. So
I don't know. Okay. So Quiet as Kept. I never listened
Mhm.
to the Andre 3000 Flute album. I didn't want to feel like I was walking through life on a link quest. I'm just saying. And now he's messing with piano, so now I'm gonna feel like I'm in Mario World. Sorry,
Hey,
Andre.
Judge,
I'm still a huge
I ain't gonna
fan.
hold you. Okay, so how do I say this or not? Okay, so depending on what state of mind you're in, it's either a great record or it's a strange record. That's the best way I can put it.
Okay, it's probably strange for me, but
Yes.
still, I feel like I need to go on this quest to unite the Triforces or some shit.
Yes, if you're sober, you're gonna be like, "Why am I listening to this?" But if you have a couple beverages, you even out and you just put the headphones on, works perfectly.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna at least skim through,
Yes,
the tracks, the track list.
yes. So I was gonna say something else, but I realized we have advertising, so I'm not gonna say that. What I was thinking, I'll tell you after the show.
All right, let me mark that down. So I don't
Yes,
forget.
please mark that down on your list. Yeah, that's gonna be funny.
Okay.
So
Andre 3000.
yeah, you want to
Okay.
hit the topic, or you want to let's hit the topic, then we can go back to the pop culture because I totally want to talk about that. Unless you want to hit pop culture first, that's totally up to you.
We can do a little pop culture real quick.
Alright,
Wait. Yeah, because I don't want this to drag another week out from where it first began. I guess you want to talk about the Gorillas. The one.
Oh,
gorilla.
absolutely.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
talk
Let's
to
do pop
everybody but you. So
culture. Okay, let me. I gotta hear this.
yeah,
I ain't gonna spend too much time on it.
I'll say again.
Much
I hear
time
you.
on it. Oh, we all
Okay.
good. We're good.
Yes, sir. So, I know you guys have seen it on the internet, and I need Mike's
Oh Lord.
honest opinion.
Okay.
So You got a couple people literally saying that 100 men could beat a full-grown silverback gorilla. I say once he tears the arm off the first guy, that fight's over. No one else wants to play anymore.
Okay.
What are your thoughts, sir?
I honestly think it's going to take about 15 to 20 people to get their arms ripped off, because that's exactly what's going to happen. I think he's going to slice through them like a hot knife going through butter, man. I think it's going to be terrible. It's going to be tragic. And, you know, who's ever left is just there to tell the story. That's
Run
it.
for their lives.
That's what I'm saying.
Not outrunning this guy. Yeah.
I never would think that I don't know. All the movies tell us what's gonna happen. I mean, Jurassic Park, King Kong. I mean, we needed technology and bullets and stuff. You out there with, I mean, he could use your bones or whatever victim he killed first as a knife, basically, or a club.
Because once you hit the first person with the arm of the other guy who lost their arm, I don't want to play no more.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to play anymore. I don't care if you have 100 Mike Tysons or, you know, WWE wrestlers, gladiators. It doesn't matter. I think it's a wrap. I think 100. I mean, I've heard a couple things. I'll say this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The gorilla wouldn't even know that it's a war. Or a fight.
Yeah, it's Tuesday for him in the jungle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If you interfere with his territory, I'm pretty sure 100 men will probably get mauled.
Because, bro, you know, gorillas don't fight fair. They're gouging your eyes out and grabbing for your junk. That is the first areas they're trying to rip off.
But when you look at a gorilla, where's his weak spot? Somebody
get tired of killing humans. Other than that, I don't see a weak spot.
Somebody said it fights naked, so you use your imagination. That's what they said.
After he rips your clothes off and molests you, you'll be fighting naked too for your life. So you'll be equal.
Man, it's terrible. It's terrible. I wouldn't. Nah, my money is on the gorilla. I'll put my life savings on the gorilla.
Yeah. And I would buy it on pay-per-view. I would. I'm that type of guy. Yeah. I wouldn't participate, but I would buy it on pay-per-view.
Yeah, that would be
Mr. Great. Beast, you're on the clock, bro.
Please don't give him no ideas.
Hey, dude.
Because I can see everything
else.
I can see it happening. All right.
That's so good. I got a question for you, sir.
Let's go.
And you actually asked me this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What is a trend that had grew on you or you still hate with a passion, sir?
Okay. I won't say hate is a strong word, but I'll say I strongly dislike it. And I'm seeing it a lot happening in my entertainment as far as sports go. And that's
all right.
That's these painted nails, man. Males with painted nails. This whole culture with the tight pants, the belt, you know, Kendrick's outfit. You know, I didn't like that. The bell-bottom pants. You remember. I'll never get into that. You know what I'm saying? I know we look ridiculous back in the day with our oversized baggy pants and everything, shorts, but there's a fine medium that we could meet at, and it'll be comfortable. But yeah, like Jay-Z say, man, can't wear skinny jeans because my knots don't fit. But anyway.
Right. But you know what? The chat is quiet. What do you guys think? What is a trend that had grew on you?
No, this ain't grow on me. This ain't grow on me at all.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Or you hate with a passion. So let's take it to the people, man. Or any other thing we talked about. Like, this is an open show. So if you guys got comments, put them in there, man. We out here in the Speech Lonely, man. What y'all thinking out there? You know what I hated?
What's that?
I hated the ice bucket challenge. I really, really hated the ice bucket challenge.
I participated in that.
I just felt like it got ridiculous, right?
I did it ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Let me tell you what it jumped the shark, right? And I hope this guy lived because he was standing under a forklift with a big pail full of water. And when the guy dropped the pail, he hit him on top of the head and he never got wet. He just got a concussion. So I felt like it jumped the shark to the point where people were now like, they're killing themselves. I'm like, all right, dog, just donate to ALS and call it a day because this is ridiculous.
But not only that, what about the ice bucket challenge? That was to raise money for ALS and awareness and things of that nature. That's how I started.
Which I'm down with the cause. It's just it got to a silly point where I'm like, yo, all right, we got to relax.
What about people down there killing themselves on the crate challenge?
Keep that going. That was
okay.
I can't get enough of that one.
I was like, why are you trying to kill yourself on these crates?
Dude, I came down. Ooh, I will never stop laughing at that poor guy.
Man, there's so many people that almost killed themselves. You know, talk about concussions, sprained ankles, broken legs, arms. Kim says, I hate sagging pants. Grown-ups wear their clothes properly. I agree, Kim. I agree.
Yep. Lady D is doubling down. She said, seriously, dislike men with bow leggings trying to keep their pants up. It's called a belt. Wear one.
So, open for business sign. She said, close the open for business sign.
Yay, yo.
Like, easy. Why you wear your pants like that?
Easy access.
Right. I wear my pants like that for easy access.
I'll put that up on the
Stupid.
Yes.
No, I agree with y'all too. Yeah, but I guess they're like, oh, you don't want to sag it? How about what about this? What about the sagging skinny jeans though? That's even worse.
First of all, how'd you get them past your kneecaps? Because they way too tight. That's my first question.
You gotta slide them on. I guess like the women do, bouncing up and down and crowd. How does that look?
On women, great. Guys, not so much. Okay, but I think there's a time limit, right? So when you're young,
okay,
this is your culture, right? So you can get away with that. But when you're 49 and you're walking around with skinny jeans, we need to have a talk, sir. Just come on over here and let's talk about it. Because
you couldn't have said it better. This, you know, the time has passed, you know what I'm saying? But there's a certain way that I think maybe a 35 plus should carry themselves.
And skinny jeans is not the way you carry yourself because you can barely walk. I've seen some dudes that look like they were like crippled from the knees down. So
shout out to Kim. He said in fat bitch snatches with animal print spandex and gold shoes. Speaking of which, we have what about yoga pants everywhere?
Okay, so this sounds sexist. Okay for girls, not okay for dudes.
But
like, hey,
I didn't mean to make it sexist, but it seemed like that's a normal. Should that be a normal outfit?
It is now. I didn't think it was appropriate back then, but now it's kind of the standard. It's so it's kind of what it is, All right, let's see.
Lady D says, I remember in the 90s wearing my jeans inside out like crisscross. It didn't last long for me.
But see,
they said because inside out is weedy whack. You remember?
Yeah.
Totally crossed out.
Oh yeah, because I think it was another bad creation was wearing their jeans inside out, and I think Crisscross was wearing their jeans backwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did a lot of dumb shit as a kid. The more I think about it,
it's a little creative. It was creative. I mean, one of the things that I remember back in the trend was the overalls. I had to have a pair of overalls. You could wear it with the strap in different places. One flap down, one up, both of them down.
Yes. I did have overalls, sir.
I think that was a big thing in the early 90s.
Yeah, the overalls with the hoodie. Yeah, I was kind of with that. Okay.
See, thank you. I'm saying now for chicks north of $3 bills. Stay out of yoga pants.
Hey, the thoughts of you.
Lady D says, I'm guilty of wearing yoga pants often.
But I don't think we're talking about some other stuff. Well, I'm gonna leave it right there because I don't feel like putting the disclaimer again, but I understand where you're going with this, kid.
It's the distasteful way of wearing it, and then there's the tasteful way of wearing it. You know what I'm saying? I think some people wear them with long shirts type of thing, or but some people wear them to show off everything. And it's almost like, damn, why do you even have on pants?
Good point.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And then Kim came with the 300 pounds.
I didn't say it. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Right, man. Kim, we missed you.
Yes.
Anyway.
We're going to jump into this topic.
Yeah, let's go to the topic.
All right. Tonight's topic, episode 41. Sports are on. Do you watch alone or with your partner? I do recall Kim saying alone. I want to know why, Kim. Why you watching sports alone, dog? Why?
Yeah. I feel like I prefer to watch with someone else. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's my spouse, whether it's my wife, whether it's like what? I get an extra butt ridges. Wow, I want to read that like ruffles have ridges. Butt has ridges.
Oh no. Oh gosh.
But I prefer to watch with somebody, especially if they're interested in the team that's playing or whatnot. I'm the type of person that has the TV on, like, all at the volume pretty high. I like to hear the crowd noise. I love to hear, I like to scream at the TV. I'm clapping. I'm probably yelling defense. I'm complaining about every bad call. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not the most fun person to watch a game with, but at the same time, I think I am. I really do. And then I don't have a problem with like somebody not understanding the game and explaining it to them as well.
Yeah, actually, I watch sports with you and your family. Y'all pretty fun. Y'all pretty fun group to kick it with, though. As far as my mate, I think we can actually watch sports together. We actually have watched sports together. Matter of fact, the thing I remember the most, we actually watch a lot of wrestling, and we also watched when LeBron came back on the Golden State.
Okay.
And that was
down 3-1. That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching that, and I was like, "Holy shit! Did they just win?" You know what I'm saying?
Right. Lady D said you can't take one mic nowhere. What I do? What did I do?
And Kim said she doesn't have a good track record with significant others. Okay. Well, next time you got to choose better, homie, and get someone that. That's another story here and there. But anyway, we'll just keep moving.
Lady D, it wasn't me, it was Kim. I'm blaming on my sis.
Yes, no doubt.
But no, I definitely enjoy watching sports, any kind of sports with somebody, and if it's even more fun, because me and Precious will watch a game or something. It's one of the best things is the like UFC fights, things of that nature, and especially if you got money on it.
Absolutely.
So it's so entertaining because something so brutal can bring a family together.
Especially if there's money involved. Heck yeah.
Right.
Heck yeah.
But no, that's one of the things that we do. Like if it's a big UFC fight coming on, we definitely sit around the living room and watch that.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking wait a minute, give me a second. Penny said if my man actually puts on my grands, they look like she said if you actually put on some skinny pants, they're like your grandma's and we need to break up.
See?
Hey, women they saying it's ridiculous, folks. So if you about our age, you walk around with skinny jeans, hey dog, you might want to go ahead and chill.
Yeah, I got too much gray for that. Sarita says it's more fun watching with a group of friends. Definitely. I mean, watching just like watching the Lions, man, it was so crazy. Sorry. I don't even want to read this. She said snitches get stitches are found in ditches, Mike. Yeah, I'm sorry. We all family here though. I thought this was the safe zone. I'm sorry, nobody's telling on anybody out here. But to follow up on what Sharita was talking about, it is more fun watching with a group for me because I love the different conversations that's usually going on about like the same play, especially if we're watching basketball, football, because one person can see it one way and I can see it totally different. And now we're arguing at the same time while another play is going on right in front of us. So it's hilarious watching with RG, especially when it's a team that I'm rooting for, and it's like one of my favorite players is playing or something like that. And they're not having a good game. He's definitely gonna let it be known. So I enjoy that.
You know what? Like we're fam, right? So
definitely.
Sometimes like your reaction to stuff is like hilarious to me, and since I'm kind of a troll. It's just I just want to see you go through all the paces, all the emotional.
I do I tell my coworkers at work all the time. Like, I don't know if there was a camera in my living room and it showed like me watching the game. I was like, how do you clap so fast? Like I clap fast. Man, I'm telling you, I be yelling at the TV, and I enjoy it though, like the adrenaline rush. Like I look forward all day to like when the Pistons was in the playoffs. I was looking forward to that game coming on at 8:00. I was ready with my snacks and everything, just ready to go. And then if they win, I'm on an adrenaline high. If they lose, it's like, all right, guess I have to just go to bed. But it's not as bad as I used to be. It's not as bad as I used to be. My whole temperament would change. Now I just be like, just go to bed, sleep it off. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And that's hope that my phone don't ring because, it's probably RG.
No, see, the last time the Pistons took a bad loss, I was like, damn, I can't even tease you. I felt bad for the homie. I didn't even call it. I was like, no, I ain't going to do my man like that. This one hurt. Like, damn, I felt bad for it.
It's a shame. The only reason it hurt is because, I'm happy that friendship took precedence over it, but I'm just saying. That's the only thing that stopped you from calling is our friendship. Yeah,
it's the fun losses, right? But the heartbreaking ones where I'm like, damn, that was kind of I know you do that. That ain't right.
Hey, look. Dang. But the funny thing about that was that I definitely I was prepared because I feel like we're on the right path. So that's more that's giving me more hope than anything. This wasn't our year. We probably would have got to this round. And you never know. We might have won, but I don't feel like we were strong enough to really meet the upper echelon teams like Denver, OKC. Even Indiana is playing at a high pace right now.
Yep. I did.
So, no, this one ain't hurt as bad, but it did hurt though. I mean, once I realized the old Mike wouldn't have watched Sports Center for like a whole till these playoffs is over.
Right.
But yeah,
that's fair. Yeah. So, sir. Mm-hmm. We got two things. You got any Pettyvilles? Because we got a little time in the game. Okay. We got Pettyville and we got Mikeism. What you want?
I don't have a Pettyville, but I'm pretty sure you do. So
yeah, I'll keep it brief.
No, take the time. Take the time. We got about 6 minutes.
Yes, sir. Dear Kentucky Road Commission, whoever thought it was a good idea to put hairpin turns on the side of a mountain, you're wrong for that. And you need Jesus. Because I was fighting for my life for 200 miles through the hills of Kentucky in the pitch dark with rain coming down. And I was up there like Speed Racer. I was so damn close to the steering wheel and the windshield. My breath was on the windshield because I was trying, because you only had one mistake. And then we wouldn't have had an ops because I'd be in the neck brace right now. I'd be like this, like this. It was all
okay.
So
fair enough.
I'm gonna go back to the only time I've ever felt like I was close to death. I was on a plane and we lost turbulence, right? And we dropped really fast, right? And I thought the oxygen mask was gonna drop out, right? And the first thing I thought was like, you know what? I can't die listening to Al Green, so I changed my playlist. There's nothing I can do about falling out of the sky except for I need to listen to better music. Okay. I had the best songs on my iPod at that moment in time while driving through the Kentucky hills. Because I was like, you know what? I am one Chulupa away from being in the ditch and never seen again. So Kentucky, y'all got to do better. Either y'all got to build another road, not through a mountain, or y'all got to put some guardrails up there.
I was just going to say, what about a safety net and guardrails?
Dog, I am, and I'm damn near fearless, but I felt my mortality like clipping along that damn mountain at 65 miles an hour. With hairpin turns.
Yeah, I don't even remember all that. I was in my I think I was in my late 20s.
And
Maybe early
you know who I
20s.
blame? I blame that damn Siri because I got this map from Siri, and they call themselves giving me a shortcut, and they almost shortcutted my
They
life.
said go across. Oh, you don't have to go around these hairpin turns. You can go straight through.
Right.
If you're doing
Heaven.
140 miles an hour.
Right. It's like you can go straight to heaven, sir.
Right. I'll give
So,
you a
yes.
map. Oh, that's scary. That sounds scary.
Yeah, they tried to give me a map to Jesus, and I ain't follow. So they stop playing, y'all. Stop playing.
My petty
So that's
bills. Oh, go ahead. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. No, that's my petty bills. I'm like, yo.
I'm just gonna follow up on that real quick. But Lady D has a petty bill.
Oh yes,
It's for her.
my
She
petty
says,
bill.
people who say they are on the way, but you can hear in the background that they are still at home getting dressed. Actually, you hear the shower. You hear the shower turn on. It said not on the way, really. But you know, hey, you got to know the people that you invited. If they say they on their way, they just laid out their outfit.
Well, you know what you gotta do, right? If you tell the homie that it's at 7 o'clock, you gotta tell them it's at 5 because they gonna be late. So they'll be getting there on time when they really think that
Yeah,
they late.
Yeah.
So
I agree
when
with
you
that.
say I'm running late, I know. That's why we gave you a 2-hour buffer. Just saying, somebody gotta help the homies out.
Yeah. My petty bill is just for over the weekend, man.
All right.
I feel sorry for those people that have to travel 696.
Oh,
You know.
dude, it's down for 4 years. I forgot about that.
Yeah, man. And I was like, why did they do? Because they're cramming, trying to make sure that they use up all that money or whatever, last minute type stuff. Why do we do that? Why do we
Because
do that?
this, for those that don't know, the 696 was already down for like 3 years before. So they've only been open for 2 years. So what the hell?
Yep. So that's it. I just wanted to, I feel your pain if you have to drive that corridor all the way from basically it's from like, I think it's from what's that, Northwestern and every right from basically where I stay all the way towards 75, I believe.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it
pretty
is.
brutal.
It is. And I mean that's one of our busiest highways.
All right.
So yeah.
So
What's
you better,
next?
folks. Actually, Mike-isms, and whenever you're ready. I got
All
two.
right. I got one. Let's go ahead and knock these out real quick.
All right, let's go to the Mike-isms. All right, I got some. We're actually reading from a new book today, Mike.
All right, Oh, is it Will Smith?
Oh no, I want a good book. Ha! Wrong for
Hey,
that.
his book was good.
If not if he wrapped it, because that was not good.
Nah. So he said, "Don't get the audio book."
No, I'm joking. No, actually, today we're reading from the book of Al Green. Chapter Call Me, verse Stand Up.
Okay.
Life is like riding a bike. To
Mhm.
keep your balance, you must keep moving. I'll say it one more time for our friends on Instagram. Life is like riding a bike. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Just don't fall in the center bar.
Mm. Yeah.
All right.
That can
Got
be
one more
painful.
for you guys.
All right.
Yes, it can be. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. And I'll say it one more time for our friends on YouTube. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your actions. Until you buy a case of baby oil.
I think people are gonna start looking at you funny if you order a case of, even if it gets delivered on your doorstep, or if you go to a store and buy a case of it. Like, okay, what kind of party is he having?
I don't know, but that guy's on trial right now. Just saying.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, with there. Your turn.
Ooh.
Yes.
Y'all know the saying. I'm just gonna jump right into it. We celebrate every moment wait.
You celebrate cases of baby oil. Okay, got it, Mike. Right.
No.
This is great.
No.
This is great.
We taking this thing to infinity and behind. We say behind because we celebrate every moment that it took for us to get to where we at today. So with that being said, today's Mike-ism. Hating people is like burning down your own house just to get rid of a rat. I'll say it one more time. Hating people is like burning down your own house to get rid of a rat. So you don't even have to hate them.
Bars.
Let them burn themselves.
Oh, that's bars, sir. I like that.
Thank you. Just some little serious. We'll get silly again soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, no doubt. And we'll leave the educated stuff to Lady D next week. We don't have any words of wisdom. We just talk about baby oil and make crude jokes. So sorry.
Yeah.
The educated people is off duty right now. You just stuck with us. So
pretty much. It's like running with scissors, except we don't have nobody to stop us.
Right. Exactly.
Shout out to Penny.
Yes. Mama ain't here. Lady D ain't here. They left us to our own devices.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, man.
So, sir, how can they find you, sir?
Well, first off, I want to thank y'all for tuning in as always. It's just like, I feel like this is like Cheers, everybody knows your name. Happy that you came. Y'all know the song. But every Monday, we look forward to bringing you laughter, a little bit of joy, some information, and, just a good time just to celebrate the end of Monday, because nobody really likes Mondays for some reason. And with that being said, I keep saying with that being said, but the funny thing about it is,
with that being said,
you can catch me on Instagram. You can catch me on Instagram. I am _1 Mike. As always, you can see me every Monday right here with my favorite two people, Lady D and RG. Oh no, you fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to click it. Yeah, like do the transition. All right, I have RG. You can catch me on Instagram under RGainsII. Any show topics, please put them in the direct messages. We do not do it with foolishness. Please be respectful. No. We will block you. That goes across the board for all of our shows and all of our hosts. We are here to respect, entertain, and show love, but we're not here for foolishness. No, and we do block. Little bit of housekeeping. Big shout out to Lady D. Yeah, no, not in our house. Correct. Not in my house. Not in my house. Big shout out to Lady D. We hope you feel better. We look forward to having her next week. She brings a lot of maturity to our show. Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. Yeah. We tend to act better when we have,
if you will.
Yes. As you can tell, when we're left our own devices, all hell breaks loose. But yeah, that's what makes the show. You can also advertise with us, please, and thank you. If you would like to be an advertiser on our show, please go to We Are United at MyPout.com. We have very competitive rates. Just send us a shout out. If you are an organization in need of a platform to actually help other people, we do have an active website, the unitedfront.com. Please send an email to that same mailbox. We do put up organizations that are helping people. And for anybody who needs help, please check out our resource page on our website, because we have a lot of organizations that lend helping services to us. We're not just here to entertain, we're here to build community and help folks.
Yeah.
Last but not least, if you like what you're hearing, you like what you're seeing, I'm going to use Michelle with one of L's words. Feel free to donate to the show. We have a PayPal at RGainsII. All your money goes to the operation of this network, so we keep helping people and entertaining you. Whew, that's a lot to say.
That is a lot.
Yeah. All right. Other than that, sir, I actually am going. Next week's topic is what we were supposed to talk about this week, but Royal typed the wrong thing.
It's all good. Good.
Next week's topic is what fictional character or entertainer irks the crap out of you. So this is a big participation show, so we expect everybody in the chat to let us know, because we can't do this stuff without y'all.
Exactly. And with that being said, we'll see you next week.
Well done, sir. Bye.
Peace.